The following program is brought to you in part by Time Warner Cable and the Madison County School System. This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Welcome to Madison County School Sports Television.
MCS TV and Madison County School Sports.com present your look at local school sports. Oh, there you go, you got time. Go right. Taylor goes up and under, nice throw. Oh, there you go, you got time. Go right.
Welcome to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford here at the Jack Burford Chevrolet. We now call it our studios. I am happy to present Kim Babuka. She is one of the head coaches for Madison Central, the swim team. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thanks for being with us. Well, we're always happy to have our great coaches here with us today. Now, you're not just the only coach for Madison Central swim team. We're missing one
We
today.
are Colin Ferris. I'm actually the head coach for the girls, and Colin is the head coach for the boys.
Right.
And I'm his assistant, and he's mine. So
Perfect. Well, and I do believe he's actually got a group that he's coaching today. They're at a swim meet as well, correct?
that is correct. Colin coaches for Lexington Dolphins, and they're having a meet in Lexington, so he couldn't be here today.
So we'll miss him today, but we'll get him in there eventually. We'll make him be in one of our many coaches shows.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about your season. And most people don't know it's a little bit of a shorter season, and it's not typically in the summer. Most people think of summer swimming, but this is actually in the fall.
Actually, it's counted as a winter sport for high
Right.
school. We start October 1st, and it goes through the middle to the end of February.
So it's pretty quick.
It is. It is
Yeah.
pretty quick. Most of the kids on the team swim USA swimming. I coach a USA team also in Winchester called the Swimchester Sailfish. Some of the kids are on that team. Some of them are on Cola Aquatics or
Right.
Colonel Aquatics, which is here in Richmond. Some of the kids are on the Wildcat swim team, which is in Lexington.
Right.
And we also have Coach Colin, who coaches Dolphins, but I don't think we have anybody from his team on there.
On Madison Central's team.
No.
So a lot of people don't realize, most people aren't as knowledgeable as yourself about swimming, but these kids all swim pretty much year-round on a competitive swim team. They're not just here for the few months of Central. They're swimming year-round.
They are. Most of the kids swim August through probably July that are on our team. We do have a few kids that do swim just for the high school team. One of them is Lauren Collins, but she used to swim USA swimming.
So she's the one that just swims high school
That's
anymore.
it. Yes.
I think she's just going to swim high school and then participate more in her studies, I believe.
I believe so, and then she runs track for Central also.
So a woman of many talents, let's
you
just say. All right, so let's just start out with the season back in October, you said.
Yep.
How many meets do you guys have?
That varies. The requirement is they have to swim 2 meets in order to swim at the region and the state meet.
Okay.
Next year, I believe it's going to be 4 meets, so that's going to change.
Oh, so they'll be swimming more high school meets.
They will. We started out, I think our first meet was Madison County Championships, which was at Model.
Okay.
We swam against Model, Berea, and Madison Southern.
Okay, so how did that go? Run us through that.
It was kind of fun, actually.
Was this the first time you guys have had a meet similar to this, like championship countywide?
We did a few years ago, probably about 5 years ago we did it with
Yeah.
Model and the same teams before. But this was the first one in a while, so it was
It's kind of fun because all these kids know each other.
They do.
Yeah.
Most of them are at school functions, or some
Yeah.
people date each other and that kind of stuff too, so that's always interesting.
Now, how'd that meet go?
It was a lot of fun. The boys, actually, it was fun because we have 3 high school boys and an 8th grader that started out with their Medley Relay, and they broke our central record, which was a lot of fun. So that started us off with a really good season. To break a record that early was really kind of
That's exciting.
started off on the right foot.
Yeah, that is a great way to season opener.
It was. So we ended up, the girls won, the boys tied with Model, so we ended up winning the Madison County Championships.
So the overall championship, did you get a trophy or anything?
We did. They had a nice little trophy there for us, so that was a lot of fun when the kids took it home.
Oh, that's good.
They don't place trophies in the case other than regional and state trophies. So.
Oh, it's Central.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why when the kids took it home. So we're going to take it back next year and try and do it again.
Try to do it again. So keep, rotate it from child to child. Well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't really call them child. Let's say swimmer to swimmer.
The next meet we went to was I took the girls to Louisville, and we got
So
to
girls only meet.
Girls only. It was called Girls Night Out, and it was shorter events. Typically in high school we swim 50 free is the shortest, then we swim 100 events and a couple 200 events, and then a 500 free. Up there we swam some relays that were, each swam a 25,
Yeah.
a lot shorter events, a lot of 50s. It was a lot of fun. We went up on a Friday night, and we did all right there. I think we were like maybe 9th or something, which wasn't bad for, we only have 12 girls, so we did pretty good there too.
Well, and there was some big schools there.
It was.
I mean,
It was
a lot
Sacred
of competition.
Heart. Oh yeah, all the big schools. Yeah, Sacred
Yeah.
Heart and trying to think who else was there.
So Madison Central
Yeah.
has a smaller swim team compared to some of these big schools out of Louisville or say Lexington
yes.
or.
We have 19 kids, 7 boys. Which, if anybody's interested in swimming, that's a boy. We want you for next year.
Hey,
Please
you
come
would
out.
think all the boys would want to swim,
Yeah. You
Good
would-
way to meet girls.
That's exactly, and they're in bathing suits, so that's kind of interesting.
Even better.
So then we went back and swam Model again. And again, we broke the Medley Relay record there too. The boys
So
did
they
again.
swam even faster the second time around.
They did. Our boys actually broke a lot of records this year. We had a total of, I believe, 8 records that were broken. Let's see, 6 of those would have been individual. Only one of those was a girls' record. That was Abby Thompson in the backstroke, and all the other records were broken by boys. So
That is exciting. So you guys
Yeah.
have a big record-breaking year.
we did for the boys. It was a lot of fun.
Now, do you display these records anywhere? I mean,
They
for
are.
someone
They're
that
at-
wants to get online and research and.
Well, typically they're on the website, the high school website, and they're also in the trophy case at at Central.
At Central.
And then they're in the Telford Y, in the pool
Okay.
area there.
Oh, because that's where you guys practice.
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
A lot of people probably don't know that because Madison Central doesn't have their own pool, so you
They
guys
don't.
have to go to the YMCA in the mornings.
We do. And so don't believe it when you're a freshman that there's a pool up on the roof. There's not.
So if some senior tells you that, don't believe them.
Exactly.
Go to the Y instead. All right, Kim, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk more about some of the training that these kids do and a little bit more of the insight into, okay, what is the preparation for a meet?
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford, here with one of the head coaches of Madison Central swim team, Kim Babuka. Thanks for being with us again.
Thanks, Samantha. Glad to be here.
Well, we're today at Jack Burford Chevrolet. They are one of our official sponsors of our coaches show, and they've got a nice little, we call it our little studio. So thanks for being with us. Let's talk first about, you guys not only have just high schoolers swimming on the team, but I've noticed that you have some even younger kids, some elementary age students.
We do. The rule used to be, I'm saying used to because it's changing in the fall, used to be anybody from 1st grade to 12th grade could swim.
So first graders could even be on
Could
a
have swam, yes.
varsity swim team.
Yes. So we actually had some 5th graders that swam, 3 of them actually this year. The rule starting next year is anybody that has swam in the past can continue to swim on the high school team, but they now have to, if they're new, has to be in 7th grade or up.
Okay, so the rules are changing.
Rules changing. They're also changing the rule from 2 meets to 4 meets that the kids have to attend before they can go to region.
So well, what about the 5th graders that were involved this year? Will they be allowed to continue on, or do they have to wait?
Yes, they're going to be grandfathered in.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
Yes.
That's good. Well, we noticed at some of the swim meets when we took some footage that there were some younger athletes out there, and that's kind of nice to get them started and get them involved early on.
It is. They add a little extra enthusiasm to the team.
Yeah, they do. And even they came and supported, you know, at region and state. If they didn't qualify, they were wearing their Indian attire.
They were. We actually had, let's see, 1 5th grader that qualified, a boy, and he did really well at region, so he was in top 16. So that was fun.
That is good.
2 events.
That's
yeah.
you know that's encouraging. You know, to think when they do get to high school how well they'll be swimming at that point.
It is. It is. He was, though, a USA swimmer, so he does swim year-round.
Yeah, so that makes a difference.
It
than
does.
just swimming a few months out of the year.
It does, but swimming, you know, can have some other, you know, if older boys that are strong and athletic, if they come out, they could probably do a 50 freestyle or 100 freestyle.
So maybe we'll get some football players.
That'd be great.
You know, football will be over, so maybe we can add in October some football players.
That would be awesome. Football, baseball, tennis, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. As long as they can swim and stay afloat, that'd be good.
Exactly.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't always understand all the concepts and the training and the technique to swimming. Okay. So you might want to share with us a brief overview of not just their training schedule, but the detail that goes into planning and putting together a relay, or how do you know which student swimmer to put where? You know, different things like that. Educate us in that.
Well, first of all, you have to look at time. It's all based on time. Swimming's a little bit more individual than most of the other sports are. And it's against the clock. And you have to look at what their times are in each event and how well or how fast they swim those events. We have a software program that helps to keep track of that for us.
Okay.
And it does help out with when you're going to do a relay, you can figure out who's the fastest backstroker in the medley, who's the fastest breaststroker, and so on.
So is there any strategy to it? Like when you say you had the county championships, do you put together your relay and go, okay, this is what I think Berea will have, or this is what I think Model might have, and go, okay.
You try to look at that. You don't always know all their swimmers, you know, members of their team. So that sometimes a little bit difficult. Sometimes, like we only had 7 boys this year, so we had to really think about who was going to be in what event so that we could maybe win that event, or at least have a couple kids in, you know, the top 6 in that event to help score points.
So the points, I guess, if you place first or second, you get more points.
Yes.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So first gets, it depends on how they run it. So let's say first gets 7 points, then second usually is 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, and so on.
Got it.
And then relays are usually double points.
Oh,
so,
that's a bonus.
Yes.
So you probably didn't have enough boys to make many relays.
Well, for
4 on a relay.
Yeah, there's 4 on a relay. We actually put some of the younger swimmers on the relays for the Madison County Championships and the model meet. When we went to region, we didn't do that. We gave up on one of the boys' relays just because we knew we could qualify to go to state if we did that. So we wanted
because they
swimmers
could
to go
score
state.
more points in other areas.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, then when they're swimming individual events, you want to try to spread your kids out, but you want to put them in their best events. So for example, when we went to region, we had 2 boys in the 200 individual medley, we had 2 boys in the 200 breaststroke, and we had 2 boys in the 200 butterfly.
Okay.
That we probably could have spread out a little bit, but we wouldn't have done as well, and they wouldn't have qualified to go to state.
Right. And
So
that's
they-
important for them.
The idea is to get to state, to
Right.
state meet. Yes.
Right. Well, and unlike football or basketball, you can't be out scouting and watching footage of, other teams that you're getting
swimmers.
ready to come up
Yeah.
watching swimmers, so
Well,
it's
and
a little
really-
different strategy.
It is, and there really aren't as many swimmers in Madison County as we would like to have. So,
So we're encouraging more swimmers.
oh
so you gotta
yes,
get out
get
there.
your younger kids
Start
to come
them
out.
out.
And start at 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah,
And
get them some
come out and
lessons
swim.
at the city's pool this summer or at the Y, whatever you can do.
Yeah.
Start them out early.
Exactly.
So let's go into, I guess with the relays, your girls' teams did really well at region. You
We
guys
did.
don't have district, correct, like basketball
No,
does?
there's no
Skip
district. We
we go
just
straight into region.
into region.
Okay.
And the girls started out and they won the medley relay at the regional meet.
How exciting
So
is
that
that?
was fun. Yes.
So they started out region with the
They
bang.
did awesome. It was Abby Thompson was the backstroker, Hadley Neal was the breaststroker, Mackenzie Burford, your daughter, was the butterflyer,
Yes.
and Molly Ford was the freestyler.
So that was really exciting. I
It
know it
was.
was for us as our daughter on the team. So that was great.
Yes, that was good.
They were exciting, and that's not easy to do. I mean, we have a lot of good swimmers in the region.
We do actually, and when we went to state, we actually were beat by one of the other teams from our region because they knew what our lineup was and they could switch theirs out.
So they had a little bit of strategy.
They did. They used
They
it
came
at
back
that
at ya.
point. Yes.
Yeah.
They were able to switch it up a little bit. We did a little bit of switching, but not much. So
Yeah.
we don't have those extra girls that they do. So
So not only did the girls win a regional relay championship, but I think you had some individual swimmers win championships at the relays, or I mean at the region.
We did. We had Morgan Lakes won the 2IM individual medley and the 500 free,
Oh, that's awesome.
and Chase Baldwin won the 200 individual medley,
Okay.
which he also broke a record in.
You guys have had a great season.
Oh yeah. Then let's see, Mitchell Collins won the 100 breast, which he broke a record in, and then we had a number of swimmers that were in the top 8.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that
It was a
scored us
big,
lot of
big,
points.
big 2 days.
Yes.
And I say 2 days because they have to swim the first day to qualify to come back.
That is true. In some of the regions, though, this year they swam what's called time finals, so they only swam 1 day because of weather.
Oh,
We
yeah.
actually were lucky enough to swim 2, which gave us some best times. But a disadvantage to that was when we went to state, we were looking at some of the other areas, and they only had time finals, so they weren't their best times.
So they swam 1 day where you all swam 2.
yeah,
and-
so we kind of had some kids that we thought we possibly could beat.
yeah.
And
it didn't end up.
because it wasn't their best time.
Right.
So
Well, that's a
that's
bummer,
kind of
but-
confusing.
Well, but I think the public will understand. And the thing is, you can't, what can you do about Mother Nature? I mean,
Yeah.
and so you guys traveled to actually Barberville for your region.
Our region meet was in Barberville. Stivers, I believe, is the name of the pool.
Right.
It's a new pool. It's been there for, I think this might be the 4th year
Yeah.
that it's been there. Very nice facility.
Yeah. They used to hold it here in Madison County, the region. That was always good
They
for our
did.
swimmers. But
That was nice because it was, you could sleep in your own bed and then
Yeah.
drive over there. It's only, the one in here at EKU was only a 6-lane pool. The one at Stivers is 8, and it also has another area for the kids to swim down, which is really important.
and a lot of people may not know what that means, but
After a child swims an event, they want to go over and they want to actually swim a little bit more to get the lactic acid out of their muscles.
okay.
So it's really important to do that. We weren't able to do that when we were here at Eastern.
So that is a bonus. that
it
they're
makes
able
it
to
a
do
lot
that.
better. The kids usually swim a lot better times because of being able to do that.
Well, and I think it's kind of nice. They're all on the bus together. They get to hang out a little bit more on the bus to and from,
Yeah, it gives them a little more time together. They love that bus ride. I don't know why, but they do. They
Yeah,
enjoy being
they
together
enjoy
that
it.
way.
So when you guys, let's move on into state. That was in Louisville this year.
It was. We actually had boys medley relay was 8th at state, which is the first time that the boys have qualified in the top 8. And that was...
they got a big medal. Got to stand on the podium.
Yeah, it was Chase Baldwin, John Babuka, which is my son, Mitchell Collins, and Trent Lakes.
That's
and
great.
They didn't break the record there. They broke it at region, but they didn't break it again there. And then Chase was 7th in the 200 individual medley.
Right.
And that was a first for the boys to be in a top 8 in an individual event.
Oh, that's great.
So that was a lot of fun.
So it's been a big year.
And then they ended it with, we had other kids that swam individual events, but those were the 2 things that we qualified in. Plus we qualified in the 400 free relay, which was probably the best swim of the day for the boys. They broke their own record for I think it was the 2nd time. And
So there's 3 relays. So
there are. We didn't swim the 200 freestyle relay. We swam the 400 freestyle relay, and they broke their record again. I think that was probably the best swim of the day for them.
They just
It was
kept
a lot
getting
of fun,
faster and faster.
especially after sitting around all day. So
Yeah, because swim meets can be long. People that
can.
have been there realize that, but they can be long
they can.
and hot.
They are. They
Trying
can
to
be
keep
hot,
the kids
too.
warm, and it's hot for the parents
Okay.
as they sit there.
We did have 3 other boys that swam individual events, but they didn't make top 16. So we had Mitchell Collins was in 2 events, John Babuka was in 2 events, and Trent Lakes.
Yeah,
So
and then you had some girls that,
we did.
and they don't swim at the same time.
They
They
don't.
divide up state.
They do. They do boys and girls, and sometimes boys are in the morning, sometimes the girls are. This year the boys were in the morning, girls were in the afternoon. And we had a really good turnout for the girls. We had 7 swimmers that qualified for state, 3 relays for the girls. Didn't get any top 8 finishes, unfortunately. We're a little disappointed about that, just missed it. We had, I think, a 9th place finish, a 10th, 12th, and 13th, and I can't remember exactly which events those all were in.
Yeah, that's okay. And you've got a fairly young team. I mean, you've got 1 senior this year.
Yes, Molly Ford. She's a senior. She's been swimming, I believe, since she was either 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah.
For the high school team. So we're going to hate to lose her.
I'm sure.
It's going to be a loss.
And she's here with us today. We've got a lot of student athletes with us
is.
today, a lot of swimmers, so we've got an audience watching.
Yeah.
But we're going to interview them here shortly. Anything else about the state meet that we need to talk about? Or?
Let's see. I think we ended up finishing 13th overall. Probably, we've done higher before, so maybe next year we can come back and do a little better.
Do you have plans? Have you guys already, you and Colin, Coach Colin, started working on next season, or just the recruiting process?
We need to recruit first. We need to do a little more recruiting, so we really need swimmers.
All right.
So anybody interested, please come out. Go see the athletic director there, Brandon Fritz, and let him know you want to swim.
Yeah, great. All right, Coach, we'll take a quick break again, and when we come back, we'll talk to some of our student athletes.
That'd be great.
All right, we'll be right back.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford, here with senior Molly Ford. Molly, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. We're glad you're here. Molly, you've been swimming for a long time.
Yes.
And you're Central's only senior this year. Tell us about your senior year and the experiences you've had this year.
This is probably, I've swam for 7 years for Central, and this has been my favorite year, definitely. I think we got a big group to swim this year. Last year I think we only had 11. This year we had 19. So having all of us swim together again, it definitely made a great senior year for me.
Well, that's good. Now, as Coach Kim said a second ago, you've been swimming since a little girl.
Yeah, I started in 5th grade for Central.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so they're changing the rules next year. Do you think that's good? Do you think it's bad? I mean, they're going to make it so that you have to be, in middle school to start swimming instead of first grade.
Well, as someone who started in elementary school, I think it's kind of bad because I enjoyed it, but I can see why they're doing it.
Yeah, because it could be difficult to have a first grader. There's a little difference in a fifth grader compared to a first grader, and being around high school kids.
It's an experience.
Is there any, let's say, stroke that you love? Is there any events that you loved? Or?
Well, I'm a freestyler. That's about all I can do. I do the 1500 free, so I don't venture much beyond that.
But I'm sure you know all the strokes. I'm sure your coaches have made you do them. But those are your favorites.
Yep, that's what I can do the best. So.
Out of all the meets this year, was there one that you loved more? Was it region when you guys were on the podium?
Yeah, I think region was my favorite because our girls medley relay won the region.
Yeah.
And that was my first time winning anything at region, so that was my favorite.
Yeah, it's great being up there, and you got a medal and standing on the podium. It's kind of exciting, especially when we just had the Olympics and getting to see them all up on the podium and anything. Do you think swimming has become more popular, less popular? I'm guessing a little more popular.
Definitely.
With, some of the Ryan Lochte's and the Michael Phelps of the world and the Olympics creating more.
Yeah, I think whenever Michael Phelps got all the attention, I think it really sparked a lot in the swimming community. I think we've had more and more people come out because they see it's exciting. People don't think of it as an exciting sport. They think of football and basketball, but when they watch the Olympics, they see how exciting it can be. Yeah,
those are typically more, popular sports, and especially with the boys, of course. But, we got to get some more, as Coach Kim was saying, more student athletes into swimming.
Definitely.
So I think we can recruit any of the football team to try.
That would be a little tough, but
might be a little tough.
Maybe some runners or something.
Yeah, maybe some track team, something like that. Well, is there any other favorite moments over the years? I know you've swam at Arlington, and I know you're I'm sure you'll be there this summer for your senior year as well.
Year. There's so many. I really can't think of any off the top of my head. But
you made lots of swim friends over the years, and
I'm definitely going to miss that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Do you know where you're going to school?
Not yet. I'm still kind of narrowing it down. But I'm going to swim in college. I just don't know where yet.
You just don't know. So you got your choices. Now you just got to start narrowing them. Good. Well, Molly, congratulations on a wonderful senior year, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back with more student swimmers right after this.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Oh, there you go. You got time. Go.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford. I have some great, fantastic athletes behind me. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you today. This is the Madison Central swim team, and it's not all the swim team, but the ones that were able to join us this Saturday. I'll go over some of the girls and the boys that placed in the top 8 and the top 16 at region. But first, welcome everybody.
Thank you.
That was kind of all in unison. All right, let's start with you. Give us your name, give us your year in school. Do you have a favorite stroke that you like to swim?
I'm John Mabuka. I'm a sophomore at Madison Central, and my favorite stroke is breaststroke.
All right. Lauren?
I'm Lauren Collins. I'm a sophomore at Madison Central, and I swim the 100 breast and the 50 free at region.
Do you go to Mackenzie?
I am Mackenzie, and I am a sophomore at Madison Central, and I swim the 100 fly.
Okay. Morgan?
I'm Morgan Lakes. I'm a sophomore at Madison Central, and I swam the 2 IM and 500.
My name's Chase, and I swim the IM and butterfly, and I'm a junior.
I'm Trent Lakes. I'm an 8th grader at Clark Moore's, and I swim the 200 free and 500 free. I'm Mitchell Collins. I'm a junior, and I swam the 100 fly and 100 breast.
And last but not least, our senior.
I'm Molly. Like she said, I'm a senior, and I swim the 1500 free.
So happy to have them all with us today. And I believe a lot of you guys, I mean, they just got out of the water just a few minutes ago. These guys never stop. So you guys swim year round, right? All of you.
Yep.
Y'all swim year round. So Lauren, you used to swim year round.
Yes,
I know Coach Babuka was talking about that. Any reason for the change? You just decided you're going to keep the grades. You're going to 100 plus, right? Not just hundreds anymore. 100 plus. We're going above and beyond on those scholarships. So, guys, anyone here in particular have a favorite moment at Region that you want to share with us? Anybody go first?
I thought it was real fun watching the girls medley relay win their event.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was fun. And we've got Mackenzie and Molly that were on that relay. So you guys tell us, how was it like swimming on the podium or standing on the podium? You might as well have swam on the podium.
Do you want to get that?
It was awesome, really. It was the first time being up there for me, so it was fun.
Mackenzie, how about you?
It was fun seeing all of our hard work pay off in the end. So
yeah,
it was very worth it.
So your high school season has come to an end, but all of you guys still have, well, minus one, all of you guys still have another state meet coming up for your competitive teams, your competition teams, and that's when? In March, I believe, correct?
March 21st.
So you guys are still swimming hard every day.
Yep.
So it never lets up, does it?
No.
That's a good answer. Your coaches will be watching. They all want to hear that. Trent, you're a middle schooler. What are your thoughts about hanging out with all these high schoolers?
Oh, I started swimming since 2nd grade, and I've had to learn to be mature around them.
They hold you accountable?
Yes.
Yeah. Any nicknames? Anybody got any fun nicknames they want to share? Yeah.
That's Trent.
And you guys not only swim, but I know Mitchell, John, you guys are in some plays, and Lauren, you guys sing, and I mean, this is a very multi-talented group of students. I mean, you guys, not only to swim, but you got to keep your grades up, right?
Right.
Yes. Coaches would definitely get on you for doing that. And I know Coach Kim said a minute ago that she's your son-mother relationship. Yeah. What is that like for, swimming for your mom?
Well, I've actually always swam for one of my parents, so it's really, it just seems natural to me. So.
Do you think it's harder?
No, it's. I mean, they kind of like switch people. Whenever we're at the house, my mom's a mom to me, but whenever we're on the pool deck, she's my coach.
Right.
And it's like I'm not related to her at all.
Right. You can even see your goggle. You can see his goggle mark. Talk to them. You guys have. Does anybody ever say, especially in the summertime, you probably have suntan goggle marks.
Yeah.
Do you guys, anybody ever say at school,
Everybody tells me, hey John, were you just swimming today?
You smell like chlorine.
I didn't.
Or you look like a raccoon.
Yeah, they all say that.
That's bad.
Yeah. So you guys had a great region, very good state. I mean, you guys have been setting all kinds of records.
Yep.
And then you kept beating the records, these boys' relays. You guys just would set it, and then you just kept going past it. Chase, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it was a lot of fun, getting the records at the mid-season meets where wasn't really a lot of emphasis on things like that, but we would just give it our all at the meet that we had, and if we got it, then we did, and then at regionals and prelims and finals, it was a lot of fun to just see how much faster we could go every time we swam it.
Yeah, guys, give it your all. Now, does anybody have any favorite moments, any bonus times that you guys have spent together? I know you guys have all been friends for many, many years. Anything special that sticks out other than being at the top of the, podium? Anything else that's...
Well, I didn't swim like this past summer. I took a break from club swimming, and so I hadn't been around everybody for a while. And when I started high school back in, I felt like I was back at home. So it felt really good, and I missed everybody.
Well, I'm sure they're glad to have you back, too.
Yeah.
So Coach Kim really talked about recruiting. How do you guys, you're going to help her and Coach Colin how are you going to get more swimmers? Molly talked about maybe not the football team, but, what we got to recruit some track stars or soccer players. What are we going to do? How can you help?
With swimming being such a lifelong sport, it's hard to find people that, like in running, everybody knows how to run, but in swimming you have to really train and you have to focus a lot more on, so it's hard to find people that are qualified and dedicated and really willing to put the time and effort into the sport. But
well, and that's a good phrase you guys use, the dedication. I mean, you guys swim not just 5 days a week, it's usually 6 days a week, and then you go to meets, and the meets are 3 days a week, or 3 out of the day. So it's you guys smell like a lot of chlorine. Yeah, it's constant. It's coming out of your pores. So I think with such dedication to this of lifelong swimming, anybody have aspirations? Molly said she wants to swim in college somewhere but hasn't narrowed it down. I'm sure some of the juniors, you guys and sophomores, thought about swimming in college.
Yep. Yes. Planning on swimming in college.
Yeah.
Everybody here, yeah, for the most part. Any favorites? Anybody started looking already?
I mean,
I've looked, but I'm not sure.
I definitely want to go south.
South swimming.
Yeah, south.
Then maybe you can swim outdoors more,
Exactly.
rather than inside. Yeah. So that's great. Well, congratulations, you guys. We want to say that this winning record that they've set for the girls, on top of the podium for the region medley relay. You're missing Hadley Neal, who swam the breaststroke, and Abby Thompson, she swam the backstroke. They also did some individual times. They were top 8 finishers, as well as Tilly Baldwin and Madeline Meeker. They were all top 8 finishers. So the girls had a great season. And not only that, we want to mention top 16 finishers were Blake Brockman, Lance Fuller, and Mason Neal. So we got to give them some kudos too. And then you guys have got some youngsters that have been swimming too. And yeah. I think you guys were at one time youngsters in the 5th grade, 4th grade swimming. So you know what it's like. Are you guys trying to mentor them and,
I think it's really great that there's still young people that want to carry on swimming at the high school level even when we've graduated. So.
Right. That'll be good. Yeah, just think. You guys will be long gone someday, and it'll be them trying to break your all's records. Yeah, that's exciting. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Anything else before we finish?
No.
No, good. Yeah. Go Indians. How about that?
Yeah,
One tribe, go Indians. All right, great. Well, congratulations on such a great season, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And thank you for watching. This is the Coach Kim Pabuka and Colin Ferris show. Colin couldn't be with us today, of course, but we want to thank the athletes for being with us, and hopefully we'll get to do this again next year.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Your look at local school sports.
Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Goes up and under, nice throw. This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith-created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.
Hello everybody, I'm David Sullivan.
I want you to watch Madison County Schools Sports Television.
Rosenbaum Communications. Rosenbaum Communications is a full-service television production and media company. We've produced projects and provided services all over the world for such clients as ABC Sports, NBC Sports, CBS, ESPN, Amway International, Time Warner, and many regional and local clients such as East Kentucky Power, Center College, Georgetown College, KET, the Kentucky Coal Association, Keeneland, and the Kentucky School Board Association, and many, many more. Give Rosenbaum Communications a call and let us quote and plan your next media project. No project is too small. Our client list may be impressive, but our service is very personal and budget friendly. Visit our website at rosenbaumcommunications.com. Let us show you how to get started. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
You know, fans, when we were actually doing a ball game, Randy and I talk a lot of times about how important rebounding, turnovers, and free throw shooting, how important those three things are. And what we thought we'd do today is show you the free throw shooting part is really important. We always say on the air, free throws, you got to make them. Why?
Because they're free.
They're free. So they've named them that for a reason. So we're going to do a little free throw shooting competition, best out of 5 between Randy and I. And we'll just show you how easy free throws are to make. So as you can see, Randy,
they are free. What's so hard about free throws? Come on, boys and girls, hit your free throws. You'll win the game.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
Rosenbaum Communications. Rosenbaum Communications is a full-service television production and media company. We've produced projects and provided services all over the world for such clients as ABC Sports, NBC Sports, CBS, ESPN, Amway International, Time Warner, and many regional and local clients such as East Kentucky Power, Center College, Georgetown College, KET, the Kentucky Coal Association, Keeneland, and the Kentucky School Board Association, and many, many more. Give Rosenbaum Communications a call and let us quote and plan your next media project. No project is too small. Our client list may be impressive, but our service is very personal and budget friendly. Visit our website at rosenbaumcommunications.com. Let us show you how to get started. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.